third graders. Back for some more strategy work today with problem solving. So I'm going to ask you to think a little bit about what we did yesterday in solving our two-digit addition problems with different strategies. And today we're going to look at it with word problems and making sure that before we even solve the problem, we have a plan. So first, I do want you to think about the strategies you used yesterday. I was really proud of the work that I saw, where I saw multiple strategies being used to solve a two-digit addition problem. So yesterday we had said, we might look at it as breaking down the tens and the ones and being able to put those together separately and then put them all together. Or maybe we're using more of a traditional method of column addition, where we were adding up the ones first, then we were adding up the tens place to get our final answer. Or we might have been using a manipulative like base 10 blocks to put together the tens and the ones and to get the same answer at 37. So I saw lots of you using those different strategies in your problem work that you did yesterday. So I want you to keep that in mind, that there are more than one way to arrive at the answer. There is more than one strategy that we can use to solve. That's going to be so important as a mathematician and as you move forward in math. So I wanted to share this really awesome poster with you today that helps us to really understand what we have to do as mathematicians when we're doing problem solving. So you see at the top of the poster, it says, make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. Ooh, that's a lot to do. Making sense of them is what we have to do when we first read it and we think, what is this problem asking me? What am I even trying to solve? You have to make sense of it. You have to understand it, and you have to decide, what strategy am I going to use, and then how am I going to come up with a plan to solve it. And then persevering in solving them is being able to say, I'm not going to give up until I think I've found an answer that works, that I can prove with more than one strategy, and that I can say makes sense with the question that was being asked to start with. And we'll do all that through checking our work and asking ourselves, is there another way to solve it? Could I check my work by solving it another way? Okay. When we think about problem solving and word problems, there are lots of different strategies we can choose from. And this is just one list of different ideas for you to consider when you're problem solving. Making a table, drawing a picture, making a model, writing a number sentence, guessing and then checking your work, making a list, acting it out, identifying a pattern, solving a simpler related problem to help you get to the more complicated problem, or working backwards. And we could use these on word problems, we could use these on addition problems, subtraction problems, we could use these for so many things in math, but just know that you have this whole toolbox of strategies to choose from and so many different things to try to make sure you're arriving at the answer that you really want and you feel confident in, okay? So I've got a problem for us to kind of consider today and to put some of this in action. And the problem is that Kayomi had a bag of M&Ms. She ate 18 M&Ms on Monday, and then on Tuesday, she ate 23 more M&Ms. So how many M&Ms did Kayomi eat? When we're thinking about the problem, the first thing you have to do is make sense of the problem. So you would ask yourself something like, and I might even go backwards here, my first step is to think about the problem. Who is this problem about? Okay, it's about Kayomi. I think about Kayomi, she's a third grade girl, okay? What else is it about? It's about Kayomi eating M&Ms, okay? How many M&Ms did she eat? Was she eating them all at the same time? Was she eating some and giving some away? I'm thinking everything I know about the problem. And in this case, she was eating some, and then she was on one day, and then she was eating some more. So which strategies make sense to use? Everybody might feel different about that. Some of you might be thinking, I know an equation I can write to solve this problem. Others of you might be thinking, it would really help me to draw a picture in this situation. Or you might be thinking, I could act this out and go get a bag of M&Ms and try it myself. And all of those would be good and possible strategies that you could use. And then you make your plan and you go ahead and solve the problem. So Here's all our list again. I mentioned maybe drawing a picture. I mentioned writing a number sentence. I mentioned acting it out. There would be other ones that you could choose that might work well for you too. The key here is we have to use at least 2 strategies to solve. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a screen where I can write a little more, be able to share with you some ways I might go about doing this. Thing that comes to mind is writing an equation that it would do 18 M&Ms on the first day plus 22 M&Ms on the next day to tell me how many M&Ms she would have eaten total. Oh, I'm sorry. I look back at my problem, which is a really good thing to do as a mathematician, and I already caught a mistake. She ate 18 M&Ms on Monday, but then on Tuesday, she ate 23 more. So I'm going to take my eraser and fix my work because 22 is not right. It's 23. So I need to put 23 M&Ms on Tuesday. And then I have to think, well, what are some different strategies I'd use to solve my equation? We can think back to yesterday and solve with some different ways. I really like thinking about taking my 10s and putting them together. So I have 10 plus 20 equals 30. And taking my 1s and putting them together to show that I have 8 plus 3 equals 11. This actually ends up giving me another 2-digit addition problem that I'm going to work through. So 10 plus 20 equals 30, and then I have 30 plus 11. But that one is a little bit easier for me to solve mentally, so at least I've simplified the problem in a way that I can say I know 30 plus 10 is 40, and then I know 0 plus 1 is 1. And so the answer being 41 M&Ms. That's one strategy I use to write an equation and then solve it out. Another strategy that we mentioned might be drawing a picture. So in this case, I might draw my 18 M&Ms and then my 23 M&Ms and add those together. I'm not going to sit here and draw all of those in front of you and take your time. Okay guys, I paused my video for a moment and I got my thinking down on the paper, and I really realized that I didn't need a picture to help me solve 10 plus 20. So I was able to still put that up here and come to the conclusion that I knew that was 30 even without a picture. So I didn't need that strategy for that part. But then when I was looking at the 8 plus the 3, that would have been helpful for me to draw a picture. So I drew 8 M&Ms plus 3 M&Ms to get that 11. And then all together I can see that that would give me the 41 M&Ms. Something else I noticed I didn't do on my other answers, I didn't label it. When I'm looking at a word problem here, I want to make sure that I'm clear as to what my answer means. So 41 M&Ms would be my answer in both situations. So I can see with both strategies, I ended up with the same answer, and that makes me feel confident that my work is probably correct. That makes me understand that I know no matter which way I solved it, I still came to the same answer. And I'm labeling both answers. So today you're going to be given in your assignment another word problem to solve, and I want you to think about showing at least 2 strategies you used to solve that problem. And then on the next page of your assignment, there's 2 pages in your assignment, is some review questions of some 2nd grade and 3rd grade math that shouldn't be too difficult for you. So give your best on that and let me know, or your teacher know, if you have any questions. Good luck, guys.